news, let me say this. I honestly think the Jets have come to the place where they don't think that they can get adequate quarterback play here. I think they're punting on the season with this signing of Justin Fields. Put down in my notes here, signs a 2-year deal. If you look at his stats here, 65% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception here. You think, wow, okay, man, he got a raw deal in Pittsburgh. And, of course, Fields, terrible on third down, looks confused out there, saw it with the Steelers there. Listen, 2-year, was it? Yeah, 2-year, $40 million. I want to say $8 million is guaranteed. And you got guys like Mike Greenberg saying, well, it's, hey, what can happen here? It gives him an opportunity. You listen to guys that get up, they say stuff like, well, it gives him an opportunity. He can run more in this offense. He's not got anybody watching over his shoulder. And I thought to myself, what are you guys, the public relations for the New York Jets here? I mean, this is his third team in 3 years. Again, the Jets faithful, and I know some of the people that are optimistic. Yeah, he's going to be playing with a former Ohio State player that he played with in college. I think Andrew Luck had a tight end he played with in college, and it made no never mind. Things still didn't work out for that guy. It was another tight end that actually had better chemistry with Luck in Indianapolis, going back to that. But like I said, you look at these numbers, man, 65%, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. You got to watch the games with Fields and how he converts on third downs. Those are also, like I said, 5 touchdowns and 1. I mean, it's just not a lot there from a passing perspective here. And I heard one analyst say, well, he gets to run more. Well, he ran at the end there with the Chicago Bears and got a shoulder injury, okay? He looked really good with the Bears for like one primetime game. That was against the New England Patriots where he looked great. A lot of those were gimmicky plays. Defense is caught up on there. He gets the shoulder injury. He's in and out. He's often injured. You really grasping at straws. You're hoping for something big. But then again, if you're, not to sound like a broken record, I said the same thing about Baker Mayfield and Todd Bowles being a defensive-minded head coach, and they am going to the playoffs year before last, and then messed around and went to the playoffs this past year. So I could be wrong. I doubt it. They lost, Carter there, the cornerback there, lost him in free agency. I want to say he signed with the Detroit Lions here. But Terry Glenn, this offense, I think maybe general manager maybe thinking, okay, we've already did the Aaron Rodgers thing. Probably don't want to bring back Darnold. Although, listen, it's a whole different roster. New coaching staff, new players with Darnold. I might have kicked the rocks on that and made a bid for Darnold. If I'm Terry Glenn, he got the chance to see the guy up close and personal twice there in the regular season, although they did beat him and his defense was all over him. You could have went that route here. You could have upped the ante for Matt Stafford. But, of course, Matt Stafford would have to pull the trigger on that per se. But they didn't want to do that. I think what they're wanting to do is, personally, there could be a chance next year's draft, Nico from Tennessee, University of Tennessee quarterback, might come out next year. Arch Manning might come out next year. Both could stay next year and not come out until 2027 per se, especially Arch Manning, because that would only give him 1 full year of starting. But I do think they're somewhat punting on the season. I think they're probably a 5-win team. 5-12 Jets. That's what I think of that. I don't think it's a good play.